Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am testing the wireless electric diamond painting pen from Caydo. Over the past few months, the number of e-painter pens or vacuum pens for diamond painting has gone through the roof, and I keep seeing new models appearing all the time. So recently I decided to buy a few and test them and see how they work, how well they work. So this is one that I've seen advertised quite a bit on Facebook and Instagram. So it is the Caydo wireless electric pen for diamond art. So we can see the design here, so it is definitely something different. Wireless, so we don't have a hose coming out of the back, which a lot of them do have. So the pump is actually inside the pen. Not sure what this little white box is on the end, but we'll find out when I open it. It sounds like there's drills inside it. You can hear them rattling about inside there, or something rattling about inside there. Just see if it says much. So it's available in 3 different colours. It comes in pink, purple and blue. I decided to go for purple. We'll see what that looks like. And not really much else to say. Just a warning here, avoid placing it in high temperature and humid place. So humidity, if you are in somewhere where you have really high humidity, you may not want to use this one. But nothing much else in the box. So grab the scissors, open it up. And I think the first thing I'm going to look at is this little white box in the end. It's got me curious. So take cellophane off. Yep, there is a separate box. So we'll have a little look and see what we get inside this. Warning. Okay, so it is drills. I thought that was a familiar sound. To avoid danger of suffocation, keep this plastic bag away from babies and children. Do not use this bag in cribs, beds, carriages or playpens. This bag is not a toy. Okay, so I read the warning. It's the usual glue strip along the side, the small tray, and so, okay, so that's what it is. We get something to test it on, a little pink butterfly. And we have some drills. So that's probably the smallest diamond painting project that I have. But it's good to see that it mentions diamond art on it. It actually comes with a tray, some drills and a little sticker. So it's definitely aimed at diamond painting, unlike some of the others that are aimed towards sucking things out of the skin on your face. So, does it slide? Yep. Yeah, nice. Nice packaging. So, that is very cool. Electric pen for diamond art. Please read the manual carefully before use. Not something I usually do. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we have a QR code showing you how to use it, which is handy. So you don't have to read anything, you can just watch it. So diagram tells us on off button, diamond art pen tip, air vent. So these little dots that I thought were just decoration, they're actually air vents for the pump inside. Power outlet, bent tip. Now this is what interested me, it actually comes with multi-placer. I have reviewed one so far that advertised a 3-placer, but when it came there was no 3-placer in the box, and from what I've been reading on the internet, quite a few people have had the same thing. It advertises a multi-placer, but you don't actually get one. Hopefully this one does, but it doesn't just have one, it has two. So we have a 2 drill multiplacer and a 4 drill multiplacer, and a bent tip, and it comes with a straight tip as well. Start, press button to start, press button again to stop. That's nice and easy. Working, blue light is always on, except in wireless mode. Okay, so we don't get blue light in wireless mode. Replacement of tip. Ensure the device is powered off. Insert the pen tip directly into the device until it locks securely in place. No rotation or snapping is required. Okay, so it's just a push fit. Ventilation, never cover the airflow vents during operation. Okay, so that's handy to know. Okay, so I think that's the most I've read in the manual. That is a really nice case. Has nothing to do with how well it works, but I like that a lot. Very stylish. So we'll open it up. That's pretty cool, and it's small. Quite surprised. I thought it was going to be bigger than this, but that is not a bad thing. Even the inside of the case is different. It's got sort of rubberized texture. Very well made. So we have USB-C. Take it, yeah. USB-C for charging. Charging port is in the end, and we have our different tips. So has the straight, that looks like something you just shove in your ear. Comes with the straight tip on the pen. Okay, so you have to remember, keep away from the air vents. So it has air vents on both sides. That is a lot smaller than I thought. That's nice. I mean, I know it is very, very popular at the moment, the e-painter idea. And the problem is trying to get ones that don't have the hose that goes to the pump. So everything's all built into one thing. This is the first one I've seen that actually looks like it could be the real deal. It's not just something that's been modified slightly for diamond painters. The tips, okay, rubber seals on them. It just feels like quality, which is nice. It's not just a little plastic pen with a hose stuck in the end. So we'll try all of these. That's the plan. First thing I want to do is see if there's any charge in it. So, okay. It doesn't change the tone. I think every one that I've tried so far, as soon as you put a drill on the end, it changes the tone of the motor. Okay. I don't know how much charge is in it, but I'm just going to try it as it is. If it runs out of power, I'll plug it into a power bank and we can run it from that, I suppose. But nice design. Don't know about the shape because I'm used to holding pens that are round, like circular. This is flat. Yeah, I think it's just going to be one of these things where you just have to get used to it, because you've got to remember it's got a motor inside, so I mean there's got to be space for that. It is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, which is good. It's definitely a lot less bulky than the e-painter pen I've tried before that is cordless and hoseless, and it's a lot quieter than that one. So yeah, it's really cool. First impressions are very good. I really like it. They've obviously put a lot of thought into it, the packaging and all these tips as well. We'll see how well the multiplacer works. I'm curious about that. So what I'll do now is I'll set up and I'll work on the diamond painting that I'm working on at the moment. I won't do the sticker quite yet. So, okay, I'll set up now. Okay, so we'll give this a try. Press the power on button and we're off. So pick up the first drill. Okay, it actually picked the drill up upside down. So these are round. Switch it off. I didn't expect that to happen. We'll try again. So it sits well into the tip, which I wasn't really expecting, but we'll see. So what am I doing again? H. Yeah. Okay, I'll try this little wheel here. So I take it I was just unlucky. Somehow the drill managed to spin around and it picked up upside down. Okay, the initial impression is the tip is too thick. But when I'm I can't place the drills exactly where I want them. The sort of border around the hole is a lot thicker than like a pink pen, like the standard diamond painting pen tip. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this is a lot thinner. This is, I'm saying a lot, but it is. It's maybe twice as thick, and because of that, I can't push the drills right next to each other. I thought it would just pick up the top of the drill, but the fact that the drill basically disappears inside the tip means that that does matter. If it had been a narrower hole, it wouldn't have mattered as much, but I'll try again. Like anything, it could be a matter of getting used to it, but again, I'm not placing these drills exactly where I want, and I know that I really like them to be exactly where they're meant to be. I know a lot of people aren't that fussy, but I am. So the fact that the drill basically disappears up inside the tip, I'm not too keen on that. Anyway, that is the straight tip. So let's see how easy it is to take them out. Yeah, it was easy enough. So I'll try the angled tip next. Switch it back on. Don't know if this is different. It's weird. I don't use angled tips, so it feels really weird to me. But it does drop the drill straight down, and to me it seems as if the drill actually sticks out a little bit more. So I'll find out when I try. Just going to do a little checkerboard. And then go back and fill in. It's this part where I'm filling in that I had problems the first time. Didn't pick it up flat, but placed it okay. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing. It's not placing it exactly where I'm expecting it to go. And I think it's because the wall of the placer is just thicker. Okay, that's another thing. That drill is slightly low, and I was trying to push it up, and what's happening is the tip is turning. So instead of being straight up and down, it's now at an angle. So yeah, that was me trying to drag that drill. It doesn't work. So yeah. Something to be said for tips that screw in and they're tight. Because these are on basically, hang on, switch this off. Because these are just on rubber washers, it means if you put pressure on it, the tip will turn around. The other thing that I'm thinking, just off the top of my head, is how long will it be before this rubber perishes, and can you get replacement seals, and how much would they be? So I could see that being a problem over time, that the rubber, I take it's rubber, might be silicone, I don't know, but that could start to perish, or it could tear, and then it wouldn't seal, so that could be a potential problem. The tip turning around when I'm trying to push drills is a definite problem. I'm just looking inside, it's like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny little fan in here. So it looks like a little fan that sucks the air in. I'm going to try the two-placer. See how that goes. I feel like I'm at the dentist when I hear that. Okay, so it picked up 2 drills, no problem. I'll go somewhere different and just see. So it placed them squint, probably because I was holding it squint. So maybe turn the tip a little bit to see if I can compensate for that. Try again. That's a bit better. So I don't know if you can see it, the bottom drill here is further forward towards the camera than the one above it. The second time, because I twisted the tip a little bit, it worked fine. And again, it's sort of off, and I can't twist it because it spins the tip. And again, they're off. Micro adjustment on the tip. See if we can fix it. That looks better. Try another one. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of fiddling around with it. Now it seems to be okay. But the issue, I would say, is still the fact that you can't twist anything because it just turns the tip. Okay, so that was a two-placer. We'll try the, was it a 4? Yeah, 4-placer. So because it doesn't actually seat anywhere, like you don't put it in and turn it so it's set, it means you can have the tip any way you want, which is fine, I suppose, but trying to get it exactly straight, you can be off just a little bit and the drills will be wrong. I would prefer it if it actually had set positions. So I picked up 4 and we'll try here. The other thing is I can't actually see the drills. They're so covered that I can't see where I'm placing them. Again, if the holes were smaller and the drills were actually sitting out of the tip so I could see them, it would be easier. So it's a bit of a guess. It placed them, they aren't quite straight. But again, it could be because I don't have the... yeah, that was a disaster. Switch it off. Try and get some drills lined up. Switch it on again. And it's picked up 2 and 2 have sort of fallen out. I don't know how much charges in it because it's basically straight out of the box, but try and get them lined up a bit. Try again. Yeah, they're not in line, and I don't know if it's because the tip is slightly off or I'm holding it at a slight angle, but I've got 3 drills that are seated on the glue and then one that's sitting up on another drill. The temptation for me would be to turn them, and all I'm doing is turning the tip of the pen. So initial impressions were very good, now not so good. The practicality of using it, I really don't like the fact that the tip doesn't seat, like you put it in and turn it to click it so it's set. And the fact that if you're trying to turn things, it just turns the tip of the pen, which doesn't really work because we're always constantly pushing and moving drills to get them lined up right. Yeah, okay, so the other thing that I forgot to test at the beginning is just how loud the motor is, because it does vary a lot from model to model, company to company, how loud the pumps are. So the next thing I'm going to do is just check and see how loud the motor is in this pen. So the final thing I want to check is just how loud or how quiet is this e-painter pen. So for that I am using a sound level meter. So what I'll do is I'll check the reading as it is in the room. So for this I need to stop talking for a change, and we can see what it sort of settles at. Once it's settled down, I'll switch on the Caydo and we'll see what it goes up to. So it goes from about 41-ish to about 52. Not the loudest. It's a different type of sound. It's a higher frequency. Again, whether that would irritate people after a period of time, I don't know. Whether you would just get used to it. But if you listen to music like I do, I wear headphones, listen to music when I diamond paint, it wouldn't bother you. So yeah, definitely not the loudest e-painter pen that I have tried. So that was the Caydo wireless electric diamond painting pen. Initial impressions were really good, really like the design, the packaging looks really cool, really like the case it comes in. Everything just felt like good quality. The design, a bit different because I'm used to pens that are round, but I think you would get used to it very quickly. It is smaller than I was really expecting, which was nice. The two things. The first thing is the fact that the tips spin if you try and turn the drill, which just isn't any good for diamond painters. If you're trying to just push the drill exactly into place, if you try and do it with this, all that happens is the drill tip spins and the drill doesn't actually go anywhere. That is the first thing. I think if they had a locking mechanism that if you put it in and turn it quarter of a turn and it locks, that sort of thing, it would be much better. But thinking about it, it would mean if you turned the pen the other way, it would unlock it. So I don't know. But a way to lock it in position, just a screw fit, probably would work. And thinking about the seals as well on the tips, how long would it be before they start to perish or break? And then you have to get new seals. How easy would it be to get them? That's just two things. But the other thing is the multiplacer, which was the real reason when I saw the adverts and I saw the multiplacer, that caught my attention, because, as I said, I did buy one before that said it came with a 3-placer, and when I opened the box there was a little section for the 3-placer and nothing in it. And I've seen in various groups other people did the same thing, bought the pen, no multiplacer. We do get multiplacers, in fact we get 2 multiplacers with this one. The problem with the multiplacers is the drills sit basically all the way up inside the tip, so you can't actually see exactly where the drills are getting placed. If it was redesigned so the drills stick out from the bottom so we can actually see them like it does on a normal pen, when you pick it up you're only covering the top of the pen, you're not the top of the drill, you're not hiding the whole thing, so it makes it impossible to see exactly where you're placing them. Yeah, I think that needs modified, so it's easier for us to see, and that would make a big difference. But the tips not locking in position, I think, is a major downside, for me anyway. I would spend far too much time correcting the drills using tweezers or a standard pen, to just get them exactly where I want them. So definitely the best pen design I've tried yet. I really like the design. I just think they need to come up with a better idea for the way the tips work and make sure that we can actually see the drills when they're in the tip, don't hide them inside the tip. But yeah, really close. I'm sure they're going to modify this. I mean, a lot of companies are working on these things, and obviously everybody's trying to get something that everybody wants. And what we want is an ergonomic pen, that isn't heavy, it isn't loud, and it places drills just like using a normal pen. That is the aim. Some companies are a lot closer to it than others. I think as far as the actual pen design goes, Caydo is definitely the best I've tried. It just looks the part, it feels the part. Just quality packaging as well, just gives you that feeling that this is something different. It's just the tips that are letting it down, as far as I'm concerned. Again, this is just personal view, but the idea of the video is to make people aware of different things, and the spinning pen tips could definitely be an issue. So unless you perfectly place your drills every single time, if you don't have to move them, it would be fine. And if you can place drills without actually seeing the drills, and you're good at that, it would be fine. So yeah, just a couple of small things that could do with a tweak, as they say. But yeah, it was so close and yet so far. So that's it. As I said, e-painters at the moment are just appearing left, right and centre. So many different designs, and I have bought a few, and I think this is number 5 that I've tested. I think I'm sort of losing track, but I think I've got at least another 2 to test. So if you're thinking about getting an e-painter or a vacuum pen, remember to subscribe, and those videos will be coming pretty soon, to give you a better idea of what's out there and what works and what doesn't. Apart from that, I have a lot of unboxings to do, diamond paintings. I've got a lot of accessories and things as well. So a lot of videos coming. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.